welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the NECA Predator, and you could say 25th anniversary quarter scale Dutch figure. So this is basically a quarter scale version of Dutch, from Predator. And of course, this is based on the Predator film right here, which I have on Blu-ray. One of my all-time favorite films. And I said before like many times, I know it's getting probably like old, I saw this in the theater with both my parents, when I was a kid. Back in '87 too. So that's been like a long time, and I still remember that very well, But yeah, this is a quarter scale version of Dutch, and I am excited about this. I did want this figure for a while, So yeah, I'm going to get into this right now. Alright. This is the actual box that contains like the quarter scale Dutch figure. And you can see them like on the inside. Even with its accessories, you can see like the pistol, knife and stuff. And of course it does say quarter scale right there on the top, Then it has a Predator, Jungle Patrol Dutch. And of course you can see like an image of a Dutch right there, you can say owner. I like how you can even see the Predator's like text right there, like that text, alien text. Yeah, that's cool. Now on the side it has an image of Dutch again, as you can see. Then also on the other side it has an image of him with the actual weapon too as well. And of course it has an image of the figure on the back too as well. And it shows like the other figures that are available in this series too. Now like the other Dutch figures, another thing I want to touch on too, it does say this is the 25th anniversary edition too. Now of course it has like the scripture too as well. On the back of the box it says, deep in the Central American jungle, the Predator is hunting humans for sport. Armed with his plasma caster, wrist blades, and cloaking technology, the Predator methodically stalks and kills the opponents he deems worthy. The jungle hunter Predator collects the skulls and spines of his victims as trophies and skins his prey, leaving the bodies hanging from the trees. When a special forces team is dispatched on a rescue mission, they soon become the Predator's prey. So I'm going to open this on up. And again, I just wanted to show how Dutch actually looks like on the inside again. You can see like how they have the accessories like attached right there. They're like tied in with those like stringer things. I just like to always get that as an example, Now this right is the actual background box that comes with the figure. Let's give it like an example. It's like in the jungle, and it has like the Predator like text, alien text. I managed to actually get this one out without ripping it up too bad too, Okay, as you can see, there's the NECA quarter scale Jungle Patrol Dutch figure. So what I'm going to do is actually measure him, and as you can see, he actually stands on his own too. So I think that's kind of awesome. Like when I measure him, he stands like just over 18 inches. But of course, I do have like the Kaiser doll stand. These were the stands that I actually use for like my quarter scale NECA figures. What you do is just take this base right, and then you just stick this top part into it, and then you adjust it to wherever you want this to be actually on the figure's body. But what I'm gonna do first, I guess, is just touch on the articulation of the Dutch figure and the likeness. So as you can see, this is the figure. And I think they've done a good job on this one too. Now I was actually hearing about how Dutch's eyes look kind of cross-sided. I think they mean this one right here, but I think it seems okay though. I like how his hair looks too. And as always, I think NECA does an excellent job on the look of Arnold Schwarzenegger, the actual body and everything. That really looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's like they just took his body and made like a copy of it, I think that's awesome. Like the detailing is just amazing. This vest is even like it's like loose too. It's like separate material, so I believe that it can be actually removed. And Dutch's head can turn. It turns easy too. Now he doesn't look up, and I don't think he can really look down, But I do think like the look of this is just awesome. I like how you can see the vascularity, like Dutch's arms, real good now. Being that he's a quarter scale figure. I think that's cool. He has like the usual watch on right there, and it's really detailed now, being that it's actually in this particular size, you know, you guys can see like the clock hands in it. Of course, he has like the holsters too for like his weapons. So yeah, I think the pants look good and so on, even like the boots. I still think these boots are cool too. I like how they have like that greenish in them too. I think that's awesome. Now Dutch's arms, they can lift up like that. They do seem to be kind of tight, you know, so they can't like lift up. You can lift them up. And he does have like a bend at the elbow too, as well, as you can see. I know you actually have to turn the arm too to actually bend, and as you can see, he does bend. Hands can rotate too as well. Of course, there's a leg. The leg can kick out. Oh, it even bends too as well. It bends pretty good. Okay. I'm surprised that it seems to be pretty articulated. Of course, you can even split too. There's like the split. And the articulation seems to be better than I thought on this, you know. And of course, he does stand, you know. And he has like a ankle rock and pivot and so on, you know. I'm surprised that he actually stands pretty good too, you know. Already, I really do like this figure. I think this is awesome, you know. And this is pretty cool, you know. Now what I want to do is actually talk about the actual accessories that come with the actual quarter scale Jungle Patrol Dutch figure. As you can see, this right here is this actual M16 with the grenade launcher. Now this is very nicely detailed. You can actually see it more better now, being that it's like in quarter scale form. You can see all like the weathering and stuff on it. Looks like it's rusty, like it's been used a lot, you know, so I think that's cool. And of course you have like the strap too as well. Now just to give an example, you can put like the M16 on like Dutch's back. As you can see, I have it like hanging right there. Gotta be kind of spraying them like that at a time. So I do actually have it like draped over his shoulder, as you can see. I just gotta get it in there so it won't slide off. But that's kind of how I have it like on my 7-inch figures, you know. And as you can see, I got the M16 in Dutch's hand too as well. It even has a trigger thing on it too, as you can see. Now I must admit, I do actually have to loosen it with like a hair dryer to actually get it on Dutch's like in his hand. Yeah, I think this is awesome though. And the next accessory that comes with the Dutch figure, quarter scale Dutch Jungle Patrol, is his actual pistol right here, as you can see. And again, this is another one that is very, very nicely detailed. Like in this scale, you can see it much better, being that because it's much larger, quarter scale. And there, as you can see, is the actual pistol or gun, you can say, in Dutch's hand. That's another one I must admit that I actually had to get loose, you know, to actually get it in there, you know. You can see his fingers even on the trigger. I think that's awesome. And another thing, you can also, just like the 7th scale versions, you know, you can actually holster Dutch's pistol right there if you want. So all you would do is just take this gun right here, and you would lift this up, and then you can just slide the pistol right onto his holster. Because that is how I kind of have them displayed at times, you know. Now I do notice, like you can actually get this hooked around here. It just stays like that, you know. But yeah, you can actually keep his holster right there, like in this, his pistol in his holster. Cause I just kind of had to have my 7 scale versions of Dutch displays, you know. I keep the pistol always like in his holster. And the last accessory that comes with the quarter scale Jungle Patrol Dutch figure is this actual knife right here, as you can see. And this is a number I think is nicely done. Like the silver in it, I think that's awesome. Like the chrome, it even kind of reflects. And like I said, these look much better in this size, you know. As you can see, it's Dutch holding an actual knife. And I must admit, I do actually have to loosen it to actually get it in his hand, you know. But for like a hair dryer or blow dryer, that's always a good thing to use. Like if your fingers are like stiff, you know, anything you can just take like a hair dryer or blow dryer and just blow on it, you know, and it'll kind of loosen up. I know some people even use like boiling water, you know, but I prefer like the blow dryer or the hair dryer. That kind of does loosen your fingers if they're too tight, you know. And just like on the 7th scale Dutch fingers, even like the pistol here, you can take Dutch's knife, and if you see right on his left side, he has like a holster for his knife. So you can just take the knife and you can just stick it right on there like that. I still think that's so awesome too. And that is how I have them displayed, you know. So as you can see, this is the quarter scale Jungle Patrol Dutch figure. This is the Jungle Briefing Dutch, like in 7th scale. The Jungle Extraction Dutch, Jungle Encounter Dutch, Thermal Vision Dutch, Jungle Disguise Dutch, and the Final Battle Dutch figure. So I'm just showing off like all my Dutch figures, you know. I think this is an awesome collection. And of course, this is probably my favorite Dutch of the bunch, you know, because of his size, you know. Alright. Okay, there's the NECA Predator quarter scale Dutch figure. This is the 25th anniversary edition. And of course, you know, this is based on the actual Predator film. Like I said before, like my parents took me to see this film in 1987 when it was originally released. You know, this has always been like one of my favorite films, you know. But I would definitely recommend picking this figure up if you actually can find it, you know, because I know it was like released like years ago, you know. I think the detail and the likeness to like Arnold Schwarzenegger is just awesome on it, you know. This is probably one of his better figures, you know, and it's awesome having like another Arnold Schwarzenegger type figure in this size, this scale, you know. And I think his weapons are cool and they actually look a little better, much larger, you know, like a larger scale, you know. And I'm happy I got this because I did want this one for a while, you know. It's awesome having this, you know. So yeah, this is the NECA Predator quarter scale Jungle Patrol Dutch figure, which they also have like in 7th scale too. They also have the same figure like in 7th scale, you know. I would definitely recommend picking this up, you know. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well. Get to the chopper. Ding 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 ding.